Okay, so for today's episode of reactions, we will be reacting to Get Laid by Omah Lay. Where do I start? Okay, I already sound very biased about the song, but I'm just going to go straight to the point. Omah Lay is an Afrofusion artist, who is apparently it seems like he was on the horizon for a bit before this major break. And to be honest, this is a major break. He has just released a 5-tracker, and from the head of the EP to the toe of the EP is on point. Like, I'm not even going to lie. How did I first hear of Omah Lay? So it was a friend who told me about him. He just mentioned, everybody has that friend who's, what's the word now, music judgments that they trust to a certain extent. You can never trust anybody's music judgment 100% because, you'd be surprised at something that somebody likes, and music is very subjective, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, so my friend introduced me to him. She was like, oh, have you heard Omah Lay? What's the title of the song? That's the first single that came out of the, I think, You is the title of the song. I was like, oh, okay, I'll check him out. I'm going to be honest, I did not check him out. I'm very, I don't know. I'm trying to change my ways. For instance, if an album comes out, or I take my time, for some funny reason, I just want to, not like I want to be influenced by the buzz, but I just let it, simmer, like, I'll get to you, that type of feel. But that was not even the case. It was the first time I was hearing of him, so it was one of those, okay. I was like, for this guy to tell me about it, I should absolutely check it out. Then I heard it on radio. I'm like, okay, it was the perfect. It has that feel, maybe not entirely, but it has that fresh feel that Burna Boy's music came out with. The what's the title of the song? What's the title of this song? The the song I'm talking about. I came to party and bullshit, got drunk and stumbled on to. What's the title? Okay, no, this is insane. Tell me the title. I want. Anyway, we like. I've been telling you, you saw me talking. Anyway, the name of the song. So yeah, it had that feel. Maybe not entirely, because that was that particular song. Not to compare or anything, but that particular song, had its own. But for Omah Lay, I would directly, what's the word? I would directly compare it in terms of the fact that it was what brought the artist out. It was what made the artist first heard. That's not Burna Boy's best song. Probably is for some people, and that's okay. Probably, I don't know if that's it for me, but that's the final episode. But yeah. Anyway, cut out all the plenty talk. So, and then I noticed that it was getting played on radio. It's a radio darling. That's what that song is. But for some funny, I loved it. It was beautiful, but I didn't think to download. I didn't think to add to my Apple Music playlist or anything. I just thought it was a beautiful song, but I didn't think to add anything. When I then heard that he had dropped an EP, and then from the very, in fact, a quarter of the first wave, of people who are saying, buzzing that, oh, you should totally check this out. I was like, okay, there's something. And then one of my friends again then recommends Bad Influence. So I'm like, okay, if this girl is recommending Bad Influence, we gotta know what type of influence it is. So I checked it out, and I absolutely loved it. See, there's something about this song that, or rather this EP, that, because I sent it to a couple of people. I was like, okay, yo, check this out. What do you think? You know, people had their different opinions, very, very valid opinions, got to where they were coming from. However, one thing I understand about music is the fact that you have to be tuned into a particular frequency. So everything is frequency, you understand? And if it's like radio, that's the best explanation I'm going to give it. Beat 99, for instance, is somewhere on a particular frequency. I don't know so much about it, but you get what I'm talking about. And for me to get to Beat 99, I have to tune in to 99.9. If I tune into 99.8, what will I hear? I might hear a little bit of Beat FM, but I might be hearing, you know, Ogun State FM or but you get what I'm saying? There'll probably be like, you would never get the thing. You would never get. That's not what I was going to say. You would never get the message, the exact message, because every song carries a DNA. Every song carries every project, every musical piece carries a DNA. It carries a particular identity. Now, for you to love a song and say, oh, this song, there's something it does to me, you must have, you know, tuned into the frequency that the person who created it, or the person who sang it, or, you know, just all the elements that came together, you have tuned it into that particular frequency. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, so for you to understand and fully, trust me, regardless of whether you're tuned in or you're not tuned in, you will still be hearing, you will still acknowledge the EP for something. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you're not, one person's concern was, oh, he has good melody, I'm not feeling his lyrics. And that's okay. For me, right? Maybe, of course, everyone probably has a particular way. For people who listen to lyrics, everybody has how they want their lyrics to sound like, or what they want their lyrics to sound like, right? I could understand, you know, like where he was coming from. Of course, if I wrote the song, maybe of course, very minimal, and that's only in the lyrics. Everything about the melodies was perfect for me. Okay, you know, like one of my friends say that 10 over 10 is for God. Almost everything, like the sequence, you know, the chants, the, you know, the little bellows under it all just, you know, came together to particularly send the message. Like, for instance, the first song, which is Damn. First, I really like the instrumental, the plucking instrumental. I'll put the art for the credits somewhere around here so that you guys can see who produced it, because I don't remember right now. But there's that plucking, you know, the type of beat you hear from like an NSG, but, you know, a much chiller, because NSG has this raspy energy, you know. What's his face? Omah Lay's beat was a bit mellow, but it still had that beautiful, you know, plucking element. I absolutely loved that. And then there was just something that was very, if you like, I don't know, there's something very dark about that first song. Like it's saying, I won't say dark, it's just there's something pure, something, you know, a little bit too pure. You know how not a lot of girls would like a guy who doesn't have a job. Not a lot of girls would like a guy who, you know, is a smoker. Not a lot of girls would like a guy who's broke. And, you know, he's saying like, yeah, that's how the song made me feel. For track 1, let me see, what's track 2? Track 2 is sorry, yes, I'm going to the track right now. Track 2 is, what's track 2? I'm here, or I'm just trying to get through to this thing on my Apple Music. Go to, there you go. Track 2 is Lolo. course, what I really love. There's something very traditional, very, very traditional about Lolo, and it's just the chants. It's just very, very feel good. It's just very, very feel good, and I can't explain it. Feel good. That's how I feel about it. You, of course, you like I earlier said, it's the radio darling. Funnily, it is funny, but it might be my least loved, because I love all of them, right? It might be my least loved. The next one is Bad Influence. Bad Influence, of course. Just now, I'm going to say something that a lot of people will not agree to, but there's something about music and just, little dirty secrets, like bad habits, like, and, obsession, and, just dark elements that can absolutely give such beautiful beauty. Wow. But you get the point, right? Yeah, I think I really like Bad Influence, especially the part of Doctor said I lost my liver. I don't know if he said lost or caught with. Doctor said I've been drinking, smoking, cigar. You just did. Oh, I think that's really beautiful. Yay. Okay, so yay brings me back to the point of. Yay brings me back to the point I was trying to make, that music can feed off, very, 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 what's the word now? Because sex is beautiful. I was going to say very immoral. That's so judgmental. No, not immoral, but you get what I'm saying, Trust me, ask any musician. One of the best lyrics to use in a song is the word fuck. Maybe not ask any musician, but ask musicians that make music like this. Even though he didn't really say fuck, but there's that. If you listen in between the lyrics, it's vulgar. Yeah, if it's vulgar, there's just something about it that just is enticing. I don't know. So yeah, that's it for Omah Lay's. That's it for Omah Lay's Get Laid. I absolutely recommend it. He's done over 20 million views across all platforms. And that type, like when they, how sometimes people doctor numbers, but when I saw 20 million, you need a doctor. I'm sure if the doctor is, I'm not sure they added up to 500 to it, because it is feel good music. It is absolute feel good music, and people are beginning to, people are in their feelings. This is a pushing your feelings. There's a way it just sets the tone. Beautiful music. I can't wait to hear more. I don't know, the one with DJ Spinall. Maybe I need to listen to it some more to like it as well. Of course, it's a staple. It's far above average in my opinion, but it doesn't. What's the word? It doesn't tickle me the way all the songs on Get Laid tickles me, and it just works because that's the theme. The theme can be diverse. It's saying get laid, so this is him introducing himself like you're about to fucking get laid. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really, really beautiful. And it's also good to get laid too. Reggie's like us. Hopefully one day we'll have a husband that will, we can get laid with or two. Anyway, let me know what you think about it if you have heard it. How did it make you feel? What's your best song? I didn't say what my best song is. Low-key. My best song is the first track. Damn. Low-key. maybe be followed by, there's going to be a serious fight between Bad Influence and yeah, right? But let's give it to Bad Influence, because yeah just makes me so fucking horny and I don't want to be horny all the time. So Bad Influence, so it's damn Bad Influence, yeah for me, Low, and You. I know I'm crazy. I think some sort of saturation happens. It's not every time you go into an Uber or you're in a car and then you hear You blasting. Or I think it was Sound City. Sound City used that song to do washing and setting. So I think Radio Darling. So it's okay for every other person to love it, because I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I caught, I'm spiritual, so I caught a feeling that some people might love You the most, but that's okay. You can love what you love. I can love what I love. So yeah, let me know what you think about the EP. Share your comments. Subscribe. Don't worry, I'm bringing much better content. Subscribe and have a lovely day. I hope you see